bata.
So every time that he wants to punch her up in the stomach, she's trying to avoid it so she can just punch her up at her back, not the stomach, because she wants to protect the child. So, like, a meter by 2 meters, I think. Yeah, a meter by 2 meters. This is her house. Unya may, if a foreigner is interested to talk to you or communicate with you, kanang because I can speak English, may can actually speak English a little bit. Okay lang mo.
Okay ra gid ma'am, basta madawat lang gid nila akong mga anak.
That's the only thing that she wish is for the person who wants to know her better, is for them to accept the children. She's been protecting these children from their own father, and now she's protecting them from the harshness of life by working hard, and she wants to give them a better chance in life. Maymay is only 22 years old, but what I admire about her is the strong will to get her children off the life that she is having right now.
Roadside, Upper Tanay, Pulangbato.
So that's Roadside, Upper Tanay, Pulangbato. So anyone who wants to have any communications with her, you can contact her in her number of 0975 329 2167, and her address is Roadside, Upper Tanay, Pulangbato. Like she said, human as we are, we do make mistakes. She fall in love with the wrong person, but now he disappeared, never to be seen, and she's now trying to fend her child from the world of harshness and want to give them a good chance. So the youngest is 5 months old, and then the oldest is 3. Day 6 today on my Eco Park wall project, and we are very saddened by the news last night that the mayor announced that all our ECQ pass are temporarily suspended until further notice, because unfortunately there's a fast rising numbers of confirmed cases here in the Cebu City. So the only thing that we can do is just within our barangay. Luckily, most of the materials I have, like the cement, I had it in stock. I bought 25 yesterday, and our sand and gravel is just within our barangay. Hopefully I sent them down, Old Lito and Daloy, to buy some rebars on our neighbors. You know, Fred, the owner of the backhoe equipment, Fred's, they do sell rebars as well. So hopefully they can bring some. But today we don't work. It's only Old Lito and Daloy is working because Junel had a bad back. So he was working there, pouring the beam footing yesterday, and he had a wrong turn. So today we don't do anything here on the road project, waiting for him because he's supposed to be filing the blocks today, but since the man who will file the blocks is not here, so we're not working. And the two are only sifting sand and bagging it up. So as you can see, we're nearing the site now. Then we can have a look if it's well dried up. It seems to be every night we have very strong rains. Like last night, an hour of heavy rains. So you can see our road here is not so dry. You can see patches of water everywhere. But it's only like an hour of just sudden heavy rains. So it's well dried up. So it's now ready for Junel to file the blocks, but he's not here. We can't do anything. Just the two. We'll just have to continue on sifting sand that we can use for the fine sand for rendering later, and then all the gravel from that one can be used to pour this one here. So we have a day off from here. We'll just have to do some sifting. The other day, I featured a girl in the I always feature people in real life Philippines. Was the real life stories of some people here, the Filipinos. The recent one I featured is about a girl. The reason I went there because I heard that she is the one who built her own house. A single mother, a very young single mother who have 2 young children. And a lot of people is more interested about want more in-depth story about her life, why she has become like that. So I'm going there now to see if I could interview her to get more details and share her story to our audience. What makes me admire this not little girl, she's just a teenager, is despite her predicament in life, the situation that she's in at a very young age, she strongly fight for her 2 children. She didn't have it taken off. She gave birth to them, and now she didn't have given them up for adoption. She is feeding them to her best effort. I'm here right now in the house of Maymay. She was able to build this house out of the subsidy that the government paid her for the ECQ assistant, which is 6,000 pesos. But what amazed me that I come here is about a girl like her building her house by herself. I know her father is a builder here in the community, and in fact her father used to work on my castle before. When it was finished, they just stay put. But what triggers me to come here is to look at the house that she built herself, which is this kubo that you're looking at. Since a lot of people have seen it, and then a few have reacted to know more about Maymay, and it's just happened that we don't have major work right now in my road project. So I went straight in here to interview her to give you more in depth about the life of Maymay. So I'm going inside her house. Maymay's here. So I'll give you an in-depth story of her life. So, kinsa tinod nimo ngan, May?
Sheila May Alfraez.
Alfraez. So her real name is Sheila May Alfraez, and imong birth date
May 2, 1998.
and ang imong telephone number ga
I'm 097532921167.
So that's her telephone number, and her address.
Roadside, Upper Tanay, Pulangbato.
So that's Roadside, Upper Tanay, Pulangbato. So anyone who wants to have any communications with her, you can contact her in her number of 0975-329-2167, and her address is Roadside, Upper Tanay, Pulangbato. So those people that's requesting me to have an in-depth story of Maymay. So did you unsa kang grado na imong na-achieve, May? High school graduate, but wala ka naka senior high school. So she graduated the high school but didn't make it to senior high school. So she knows how to read and write. So pila edad nimo pagka meet nimo ni sa imong
18
boyfriend? So at 18 years old, she fall in love with the father of her children. That's her first boyfriend, and she was pregnant by him. Kay nailad kasi ang mga kuan. So she was pregnant. They were living together in the din mo nagpuyo.
Guba, Cebu CIty.
So they used to live together in the parents' house sa Guba, no? Kay because I know the boy was from Guba and the family, so I assume that she's living with the family. Unya, pilay edad nimo Pila edad sa mga bata when you nagbuwag mo? Pila edad sa mga bata?
2, then 5 months.
So, at the first child was 2 and 5 months was the second child. The boyfriend left her. Unsa hinungdan nga nung nikuan siya?
Because the drugs.
So, the boyfriend is hooked into drugs and unsa pa may
Sa katong babae niya mo.
siya ga another girlfriend and kato sa imong giingon nga kulatahon ka. Then also during her pregnancy, she keeps on beating her up because the boyfriend
Pakuha niya.
wants the child off from her stomach.
Gulata, pakuha gid niya ang bata, dili jud ko.
So what she's saying is she, like, almost every day the boyfriend tried to beat her up while she's pregnant with the second child because he wants the child off. He only wants one child to feed. But my wants to protect the child. So unsay man gibuhat nga sige kanyag kulatahon.
Akong gi panagang mama akong tiyan nga dili gid niya igon para makuan ang bata.
So every time that he wants to punch her up in the stomach, she's trying to avoid it so she can just punch her up at her back, not the stomach, because he wants to protect the child. Nya katuga nagbuwag na gyud mo after ato. Pagka tao sa ikaduha wala na.
Tao sa usa ma'am ako ang naging mama mo nagkuyog na ko panganak.
So when the second child was born, she's already left. Imo na day siyang gibiyaan. So she come back here on her mother's house because the boyfriend disappeared. Nya karon wala mo susinto sa iyang kuan naga.
Wala na ma'am.
So no support coming from him, no how is the children coming from him. Ang iyang mga mama wala sa jud ni kuan sa mga bata.
Wala na ma'am kay kuan na stroke man sa tampika sa lawas iyang mama.
So the parents of the boyfriend used to send her like 100 to 200 pesos a month for the children, but now it stopped because she also had a stroke and both parents is disabled. So karon ga ang imong pangita, hang on, because there's someone coming. So karon ga unsay imong means of living?
Kuan mang hakot ubas, mang labada. Mang kuan.
Hakot tubig.
Hakot tubig.
So I was asking her what's her means of living to feed her 2 children. She said that she's washing clothes for other people by hand and fetching sand and gravel for anyone that, you know, the side of the road during heavy rains that the sand and gravel goes on the side of the road. She put it on sacks and she sell it to people that needs a few work in their house, and also she fetch water for other people. Tagpila sa imong makita sa usa ka semana ga?
Ma'am, sa labada may 150. Ay sa ako sa panghakot ubas 120.
120 a day. So sometimes wala sad gay kita ga. Sometimes in a week there's nobody wants to have the fetch water or the sand and gravel, so that I myself have her wash my clothes, but I pay over the odds because she has a good way of washing by hand. And if I had to wash it I used to wash it in a laundrette, but to help her I even pay over the odds to help her have because she wants to make to feed her children by herself. Sa imo yung paninguha ganun wala lang ka na ngayon nila dito.
Ako magsalig no. Kay kibaw man ko nga stroke pod iyang mama. Kinahanglan yun nila ang kwarta sa dito.
So she's just doing her best to feed the children. She's not even asking from the parents of the boyfriend anymore, nor the boyfriend. She's just doing her best to feed her children. So right now, like I said, I was here in their house, and amazing that Mai built her own house. This is actually the one that Mai lives. So this is her kitchen, and she corrected me that one is her father who built that, and this is the one that she built continuation as a room and quarters for her and her small child, two small children. Asa ang imong youngest ga? So the youngest boy is inside a room of, that's actually her parents' house that we're sitting on. So this is her own abode that she built for 6,000 pesos. She had a sheets. Wala ka abot 6,000 siguro may no? Oh, no, she was given 6,000 pesos from the ECQ, but she only spent a couple thousand here to build her own room in continuation from her parents extra. So my is really living a very simple life. That's her kitchen. But you know what's the best thing about my? She works hard to make her children have a chance. I will just go there because she got her baby inside the room of this house. So this is there. So she had her little room inside here, which is like a meter by 3 meters, made of bamboos and bamboo floor, in which she built herself, and she just have some sheets and bamboo walls. But the girl is quite strong for her age, if you think about it, that she's trying to feed 2 of her children by herself. So this is her mother and father's shed, extended from there. Nadia ang bata. So this is the room, the baby's there. Oh, their extra room that they built. So May, unsa imong plano para sa imong mga anak? So what's your plan for your children?
Gusto ko nga hatagan sila nindot nga kaugmaon o nindot nga edukasyon para silang kuan.
Kaugmaon. Her wish, as asked her what's her wish for her children, she said, I wish I could give them better education. I'm willing to work hard for them to have a better future than I have. So that's what her message is. She's willing to work hard to give her children. She knows she made a mistake in life, to give her children a chance in life that she never have. And this is the story of my. So for like Mr. David that emailed me last night and contact me last night about my, this is the story of my. My is a very hard-working child. I used to know her when she was a little child, but only when I was working there on the budget bungalow and road that I come to know her, and I changed my style of washing clothes and let her wash it so she can earn more. So asa mo manguhag tubig, May?
Kuan ma'am, palitra.
So they buy water from someone who owns a well. Mupalitra mo de? Tagpila sang baril.
Tag 3 ang baldi ma'am.
So like 3 pesos a bucket like this. Ako ang mga dining patio. I used to give them the buckets like that from my patty. So you can see this is their kitchen. Ari sa kamaluto, may magluto kag imo.
Ay magluto kog ako ma'am.
The kitchen of her parents. And this is their. So they have another kubo like this up there, the one I showed you last time, where the other children, because my is actually the eldest of a 15 broad family. So there are about 15 children. My is the eldest. So May, unsa man sa imong plano para sa imong kagalingon? So what's your plan for your life, for your own?
Hinaot lang ko ma'am nga mahatagan ako sila kuan. Bisag nasayop ko kausa, mahatagan lang gid ako sila nindot nga kaugmaon gikan sa akong mga kusog. O gikan sa akong pagtrabaho ug nga tarong. Nga madawat lang sa gusto nga madawat sa akong mga anak.
Okay. What she's hoping for her life is her children will have a better future than her, and from her strength, and she's willing to work hard to give them that good chance that she had a mistake once in her life, falling in love with the wrong person, and she was hoping that he can find somebody that's willing to accept her mistake of having those children and accept the children themselves and continue on, because she's willing to work hard for them to have a better future. Unya May, if a foreigner is interested to talk to you or communicate with you, kanang because I can speak English, May can actually speak English a little bit. Okay lang nimo.
Okay ra gid ma'am, basta madawat lang gid nila akong mga anak.
That's the only thing that she wish is for the person who wants to know her better is for them to accept the children. She's been protecting these children from their own father, and now she's protecting them from the harshness of life by working hard, and she wants to give them a better chance in life. Maymay is only 22 years old, but what I admire about her is the strong will to get her children off the life that she is having right now. Like she said, human as we are, we do make mistakes. She fall in love with the wrong person, but now he disappeared, never to be seen, and she's now trying to fend her child from the world of harshness and want to give them a good chance. So the youngest is 5 months old, and then the oldest is 3. 3. So every day, unsay what food do you feed them, May?
Kanon o utan ra ma'am.
So because you know that we are very much into the rice here in the Philippines, so she feed them with rice and vegetables most of the time, because you can just ask vegetables around the farms here, so she can have it for free, so to save up more on the rice than the vegetables. And kuan sad ga no, nya ikaw na lang mismo nga di na lang ka mukaon tungod. So kanang inig pangaon nila May mukaon sa kag-apil.
Dili ma'am. Unahon lang sa nako sila kung unsa ilang sobra, mura siya akong kanon.
So what she say that when they eat, she feed the children first because she's on the budget all the time, and she let them eat what they want, no limit, and she's the one who just eat the scraps because for her it's the children's life is upmost than her own. So inana de inyong pagkaon man.
Mas importante gyud nga makakaon una akong mga anak kaysa nako ma'am.
So it is important for her that her children are well fed than herself. She just want them to have a better life than her. So this is the extension of her parents' house here, and this is how the way they live. So this is, they sleep here about 6 people. You can see there's a child there, but some people are just happy even though they're living like this, as long as they can eat every day. They don't wish for grand houses. They just live simply. And Maymay, like I said, is one of the children out of the 15 children abroad. Then I have to, you can see that her house is up here. That's the parents' shed. I mean, kubo, and this is Maymay on the back. So you go from here. So even they put some plants, ornamental plants, just to beautify their kubo. And so this is Maymay's house that she built herself. So she's planting some beans there, and this is where her little counter, just made of scrap materials. I could remember some of these are from my own building site. No wonder she's asking for those plywood, and also those plywoods there. So like a meter by 2 meters, I think. Yeah, a meter by 2 meters. This is her house. But the girl is a very strong-willed to get the chance for her children that she never have. So that's her floors, made of bamboos and scrap materials, but all she wanted now is for her children to have a chance. So you can see that's her high school diploma on the wall. And that's her name, Sheila May Alfraez. That's her pride. That's her, one of her, she's proud to have graduated in high school. Which an achievement that her parents never had as well. So that's one of her most prized possession is her diploma in high school. This is my she wants to show us her house. Sige ko naga. So she had like a bar here for the children so they don't just come out. Yang unsam niga kani
Siya ko ang kuan ma'am kanang
Bangira.
Bangira.
So this is like her little kitchen. She put her plates and other stuff, like she got two pots, a couple of spoon and fork, and this is her possession. Asa ko nagang? Since this is her light at night that she put kerosene on. Butang ko na sa hayag ga. That smells like kerosene. That's her lamp. Butang go man yabo niya. So she's very careful about it because it's kerosene, and that's why she put it there in her little kitchen. And this is her material possession. Like a couple spoon and fork, a pair of them, and a couple plates, a couple pots, and kaniga. So mga clothes ninyo ga, no? So that's their beddings at night. And that's the only, and her most prized possession is her high school diploma, like I said. Na lagi high school diploma ni Muga. Kani kasi matug diri.
Kuan. Kosang igsuon ma'am, pauban ko magabi.
So she got one of her sister to sleep here, so she won't be alone here with the kids. So that's how her life is. So Maymay is a very strong-willed young woman to make her children have a better chance in life. So there is no problem for me to get the rebars. I was able to get it from my friend that owns all the backhoe equipment rental. They also have stocks of rebars, the same price where I get the stuff, because they are supplying it on a contractor making a building in Cebu Business Park. And since the problem of the hard lockdown here in Cebu City that we cannot cross barangays now, means that my work will not stop. I get all the cement yesterday. So you can see there that we covered with tarpaulin on the side. So I have no problem with continuing the work. That's the rebars now that we're gonna use. They have all sizes, the same price. And when they have their cement delivered, they also sell it to me. So I'm quite fortunate to be located here, that all the resourcing of the building materials, like mostly is at cost, sand, gravel, hollow blocks, and now even the rebars. And I could source it from them. They're the ones supplying big contractors, and they can sell it to me at cost price because it's friend by friend.